Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Groenheimer. I would just to say a big thanks to all y'all that have been following me with this and through this process of trying to make a new card and adding in kind of a new way to play and everything with these base cards with the Transformers TCG, because I've got 6 here, but I only have time to go over 3. All 3 of these are orange pip for aggressive flipping. They're all each different. Each green pip is are traded. So let's just get right into it. Well, let me add one thing real quick too. Is this past weekend here in Alabama, it was extremely hot, and I didn't get out and do a whole lot of yard work or anything like that, or even wash a car, which they probably needed to be done also. But so on top of some other things, we had more of a lazy weekend, so to speak. Without getting too detailed, I'll just put it that way. And so what I finally had the chance to do a little bit of stop motion. I'm not great. I'm not the lazy eyebrow reviewer. I'm not anyone else. So these are going to be very short. This is what I've been wanting to do ever since you saw G1 Ripper Snapper attack my camera on the opening a lot lately. I might bring him back, add him back into the mix, but I've got a lot. I have at least a handful of new openings that you're going to see. I've already leaked 2 at the Transformer Addicts board on Facebook. So if you've already seen 2 of those, then you're going to recognize the rest of these. That is me. This is Groenheimer. So again, let's just get right into it. Arc's Volcanic Cavern. It's an orange-green. Again, the melee is the green pip. It is an uncommon for what it's worth. Each Dinobot and body mode has bold 1 for turn. Each Titan Master and melee character has tough 1 for battle. Okay, so yeah, if you want to have a heavy melee-centric lineup, whether you're 3 wide, 4 wide, or whatever, and so if you want to throw in a Titan with a Titan Master, go right ahead. And now I'm having to record this a 3rd time because I went big into Clobber last time, and then I looked at him and I was cutting him out for the video, and I'm like, whoa, he does not add he does not add the Dinobot trait to anyone he's on. He's still just an Autobot. And I'm like, shucks. And so I remember, again, I'm remembering wrongly. And so just because you have Clobber on top of somebody doesn't make them a Dinobot, unfortunately. So he just adds, I think he adds a little bold or something, or maybe nothing at all. I can't remember. And he pops out and he's the little Titan Master. So that's a no-go. But still, body modes still have bold 1 for turn. Your Titan Masters, if you can keep Arc's Volcanic Cavern in play, or if you have this secret action, Hold the Bridge, which is going to be able to help you keep your base card if your opponent is trying to scrap them from you, then you can keep it in, or whether they are trying to attempt to take it out or not, it is going to give melee traits and Titan Master traits tough 1 for battle. Little unusual. Why? I don't know. But I really wanted, because you're being able to get this on the flip after battle with a melee character, melee traits only. I was trying to add a little something in here, and I haven't done much with the Titan Masters at all. So that's Arc's Volcanic Cavern. Next one is a common card, which is Beach. This is a picture from G1. I forgot which episode, but they're kind of panning around the beach area. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the beach. So, and it was really, really quick. And so this is G1, believe it or not. And no, it's not Jim and the holograms or anything like that. It's his Transformers. So it is an orange pip with a green pip with the boat trait. So only the boats, tidal wave, etc., can get this on the flip. Or you can simply draw it and put it in your hand for draw as well. Each boat, obvious, has bold 1 until end of turn. in all my boats. Even Tidal Wave is not that strong of a character. And my boat characters do not have a whole lot of attack. They're going to need that bold. They're going to need that bold if you're attacking in alt mode. Each tank, because it's sand, they're going to be able to get tough 1 for battle. Scraplets can't be played by either player. Goes without saying, because you're near the water. So I thought this was a neat way of helping boat characters, helping tank characters, so you may be inadvertently helping your opponent with their Megatrons, their Blitzwings, their... Is Bludgeon a tank? Does he turn into a tank? Brawl, and etc. That you're going to give them, it's just tough 1. It's just 1 more card. But still, you never know. And if people are playing and you're in a casual game and you're like, wow, look at all these cards that all these people are still making cards for this. And you're playing a lot of stuff and trying a lot of stuff, try the Scraplet card. I made a whole video about it last time. So with it versus Press the Advantage, for what it's worth. I know it's a little boring, but there it is. So, to where Scraplet's a specific card. A lot of these are somewhat specific. Some are more vague than others. But this is another card with a water-based location where Scraplets can't be played. And the last one is a rare. So we had a common, we had an uncommon. This is the rare. Orange Pip, green with the mercenary trait, Bounty Hunter ship. Each mercenary has tough 1 for battle. So your mercenaries, you're going to, you need some hold the bridges. It's a white Pip secret action to be able to keep that base card in play, to be able to get it on the defense, which is always kind of a Russian roulette kind of thing. Do 1 damage to a character untapped by a battle card. Yeah. So now I do have an unusual card called Weightlessness, which I think is only triggered if you're playing a specialist, to where you can untap 1 of your characters, but if you do, you're going to have to untap 1 of your opponent's characters as well. Have a couple of other cards that might untap 1 of your own characters, maybe an enemy character. Weightlessness is the only one that comes to mind. I'll put it up there. It's not in my Dropbox. I've found, digging through a lot of my stuff, there's a lot of cards missing in my Dropbox, and I'm like, whoa. So with that, we're going to add Weightlessness into the Dropbox. We're going to add a few others that I found, Sparkless, and some other things. Have It All, I think that's what it's called. Starts with an H, and it's got an image of Megatron from the new Netflix show holding the golden disc, or holding the Voyager disc. So, more things coming. Check my Dropbox. Not everything is very finalized, but hopefully, even though some text might need to be adjusted, there might be some mistakes. You should be pretty obvious how to play these things. If you want to try to just print them out on paper, stick them in, cover up an existing card, throw it in your deck, and try these out for the good or the bad. I will admit, a lot of my cards are not as strong as the art cards, but I still think they're kind of fun. And once you start adding a card in like base cards, and you want to throw in a space bridge to have 3 in your deck, or 2 space bridges to have 6 in your deck, that's the most you can do. Legally, under my rules, if you want to break those rules, go ahead. See what happens. If you want to, try that, go for it. Just go for it. See what happens. You and your opponent. Hey, let's see if this works. Let's print some of these out, and let's really break the game with it. Or let's see how different this is from zone cards, from plot actions, whatever, etc. Okay? So it's just a new card. Not really trying to, quote unquote, break the game, maybe bend it a little bit. But I'm still loosely trying to go by some of the basic rules of the game of making cards. And there is a Bible out there that I've taken a glance at. I haven't really read it, looked it all through. And it's at Facebook. in the depths of it somewhere from early on, but there's that. So that's all I have time for. I apologize, I rambled a little bit, but Ark's Volcanic Cavern, Beach, and the Bounty Hunter ship. So melee traits, boat traits, mercenary traits. So, you know, the traits are specific for who can get it on the swap for the most part, but they're all orange aggressive flipping cards. You got 2 cards that are going to help with bold for certain traits. All 3 are going to help tough with certain traits. Beach is going to prevent the Scraplets card from being played, and the Bounty Hunter ship, you're going to be able to do damage to characters that are untapped by battle cards. So, wow, it's not a lot. Next video, we're going to go 3 more cards into this final set of the base cards. We'll see you next time. If you haven't already, throw Scraplets at that like button. We'll see you next time. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll.